Hey guys, we're going to be doing a video lesson for grammar today. The video is a good way to learn grammar because you can pause it if you need to, or you can watch it a couple times if you don't understand. So, do this part on your own, work at your own pace, there's no rush, and hopefully you will find it helpful. Throughout the video, you will need to pause and do some exercises in your book. So right now, you can go ahead and pause and get out your book and turn to page 60. Page 60 in your student book. And once you have it, you can start the video again. All right, so once you get to page 60, we're going to start with the first exercise right away. So go ahead and pause. Do exercise 1, where you need to match the future forms, the sentences, with the different ways that we talk about the future. Take your time, and when you finish the exercise, you can start the video again, and I will give you the answers. All right, so if you finished exercise 1, you can check your answers right now. Number 1 is F, 2 is C, 3, E, 4, A, 5, B, 6, D. So go ahead and fix the ones you got wrong, and then we'll go on to the grammar lesson. Today we're going to talk about future forms, and we're going to learn 6 different future forms. So 6 different ways that we can talk about the future. In this video, I'm going to go through those 6 ways with you, and I'm going to give you examples of each kind. And hopefully, after you listen to this and after you do some of the exercises, you will feel confident to use these 6 different forms of future forms. So, our first 2 options are the form be going to. So this is when I say, I'm going to call my mom, or he is going to come late. And we use be going to in 2 different situations. The first is if we have a plan or we have an intention to do something. That means that we want to do something and we have the goal to do something. So, as you can see here, these are things we've already decided that we're going to do in the future. So you can take this as an example. Let's pretend that Ed Sheeran is coming to do a concert in Slovakia. I really want to go to this concert, so I buy my tickets, I write the date on my calendar, I make a plan that I'm going to go to this concert, and this is a situation where I would use the form be going to. So here you can see, we are going to attend the Ed Sheeran concert next month. It's a plan. I've already made it, and so I will use be going to talk about the future. The next option is to use be going to make a prediction or a guess about something that will happen in the future. And we especially use be going to if we have evidence that this will happen in the future. For instance, maybe you're walking outside and you hear some thunder. That would be good evidence that a rainstorm is coming. So I could say something like, was that thunder? It is going to rain. Here, I'm not foretelling the future, but I am making a pretty good guess because I heard thunder. So I have evidence that in the future it might rain. So here I'm making a prediction, and because I can be confident in that prediction, I will use is going to. The next two kinds of future forms are when we use will or won't. So, we also can use will or won't for a prediction, but this is a general prediction, not a prediction I have evidence for, like the rain, but just a general prediction or something that I want to happen in the future. And you can actually tell when a prediction is general if it's based on my thoughts or opinions or my expectations, because a lot of times we'll use different verbs in front of will and won't, such as think, hope, expect, or imagine. This shows that these are things I have in my mind and not based on evidence. For instance, maybe there's a race tomorrow and my friend is running in the race. I don't know who will win the race, but because she's my friend, I hope that Diana will win the race tomorrow. So here I don't have any evidence, I'm just saying my own prediction or my own hope. I could also say I think that Diana will win the race tomorrow. It's not based on evidence, it's just something that I want to happen or a prediction that I'm making based on my own thoughts and feelings. Oops. Okay. We also use will and won't if I'm making a decision right at that moment. A lot of times this happens when we're at a restaurant or coffee shop and we're deciding right then what we might want. So maybe the waitress or waiter asks, "Would you like something to drink?" And I decide, "Yes, thank you. I will have a cappuccino." So here I'm making a decision right at the moment that will affect me in the future. In the future, very soon, I will be drinking a cappuccino. And because I'm deciding right now, I will use the word will. I will have a cappuccino. Two more, guys. Sometimes when we're talking about the future, we use present continuous. And we use present continuous if we're talking about a fixed arrangement, a plan that is confirmed. So this means it's definitely going to happen. It's already on the calendar. Maybe you and your friends want to go to a movie tomorrow and you checked and everyone's on board, everyone is going to the movie. So that's exactly what I would say. Tomorrow we are going to a movie. Tomorrow we are seeing a movie. Or the example I have here, maybe there's a new school being built and they know and everyone has decided that the new school is opening in September of 2020. It's on the calendar, everyone is planning on it, it's a fixed arrangement, and so we use present continuous instead of saying will open. That would be a general prediction instead of this. Okay. Last one. Sometimes we'll use present simple to talk about the future. And this is usually if we're talking about a timetable. Timetable is like for buses, trains, school, or a routine. So something that is always happening at the same time. You guys might use this a lot when you catch trains or buses. Instead of saying the train will leave at noon tomorrow morning, it's a timetable and it's fixed, it's never changing. So I say the train leaves at noon tomorrow morning. It's a habit, it's a routine, it's a schedule. And so even though I'm talking about the future, I'm going to use the present simple. All right, so those are the 6 basic future forms that we're going to start with. And when I come back, we'll talk about some more complex future forms. If you're still confused, go back and watch the video again and make sure that you understand each of these 6 kinds and when we would use them. If you think you are ready to try them out, go ahead and pause the video now and do exercises 2, 3, 4, and 5 on page 60 in your student book. Pause the video, and when you finish, You can restart or start the video here and I will give you the answers. All right, welcome back. Hopefully you had time to finish exercises 2, 3, 4, and 5 on page 60 of your student book. I will go through the answers now. What I want you to do is fix your mistakes with a pencil or a pen that is another color so that when I come back, I can see that you did it and that you corrected your mistakes and hopefully understand what you did wrong and how to do it correctly next time. So we'll look first at number 2, exercise 2, number 1. 1 is leaves. 2, are going to. 3, am meeting. 4, will have. 5, going to rain. 6, is going to. 7, am going to. And 8, will. Exercise 3, number 1, will call. 2, starts. 3, are doing. 4, am going to be. 5, are going to visit. 6, will feel. 7, getting. 8, am going to try or am trying. Exercise 4, number 1, oh no, it's going to crash. Number 2, I'm sorry, I'm seeing the dentist. 3, excuse me, what time does the train get in? 4, I think the crime rate will improve. 5, I'm sorry, I'm going to go to bed. 6, what time does the library close? 7, don't worry, I'll lend you mine. 8, I think we're going to lose. And exercise 5, A, are going to patrol. B, will pay. C, will cause. D, will cross. E, are holding. F, starts or will start. G, are going to hand. And H, will reduce. All right, so go ahead and look at the ones that you got wrong and make sure you understand why they should be the other way. Once you finish, you do have a homework assignment. Do your workbook, page 42, exercises 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to be checking these for participation points when I get back on March 28th. So, this video was your class for today, since I'm not here, and then your homework is the workbook page. If you have any questions, try to find a classmate who understands, who can explain to you. And when I come back, we'll start talking about some more upper level future forms, and you will have a chance to ask me any questions that still are confusing. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next week.